Before we go and start using our new conjugations of ser, we unfortunately have to cover the biggest difficulty that English speakers have in using this verb, which is that the verb to be in English does not translate perfectly into Spanish. In English, we use the verb to be for all kinds of things. For example, he is my friend. It is raining hard. She is here. In the first example, we're describing who or what someone is. In the second one, we're talking about some sort of ongoing action or activity that's happening. And in the third place, we're talking about where someone is. The verb ser would only be used in the first example, not in the second or third examples. And that's because ser is specifically used for what something is. Here are some examples. Food is food. That's what it is. This is my friend. That's what this person is. Eso is a plant. In each case, you can see that the thing right after the word is passes the food test, so it's some sort of noun, and it's being used to describe what something is. We will go into more nuances of when you would or wouldn't use ser later on in later lessons, but for the purposes of this lesson, follow this rule. When you see a form of to be in English, don't immediately translate it into a ser conjugation. Instead, look at what's right after the to be conjugation. If the thing that's after it is a noun, something that passes the food test, and the to be verb is being used to describe what something is, then you'll translate it to ser. If not, then just leave the to be verb in English for now. Let's try out a few examples. It is in the park. Where's the to be verb? So it's the word is here. Now, what's right after is? It's the preposition in. That's not a noun, and the verb is not describing what it is. It's describing where it is. So you won't use ser. You'll leave this in English for now. So it is in the park. How about this one? It is the park. Right after the is, in this case, we have a noun. And in this sentence context, it looks like what we're doing is describing what it is. It is the park. So since we have a noun right after the to be form, and it's describing what this thing is, this will be ser, so we'll use es. It es the park. How about this one? It is the afternoon. Would you translate the word is to ser here? What follows is the noun the afternoon. And yes, this is describing what it is. So you would use ser here. It es the afternoon. Now let's go on to some more nuanced examples, and we'll do this as a mini quiz. See if you can predict whether you'd use ser, and in each case, see if you can translate it. So, it is fast. The thing that follows is not a noun, so let's not bother translating this one. We'll just leave it in English. How about this one? She is walking in the park. This is tricky because walking in the park could be used as a noun in some cases, but remember that ser is used to describe what something is. Is walking in the park what she is? No, it's an activity that she's doing. We're describing something that she's doing, not what she is, so we'll leave this one in English. But let's give an example where walking in the park is what it is. My favorite activity is walking in the park. So here, the noun, walking in the park, is what my favorite activity is, so we'll translate that one. My favorite activity es walking in the park. That's what it is. We are good friends. Would you use a form of ser here? What follows are is a noun, and it does describe what we are. We are good friends. That's what we are. So what form of ser would you use? We somos good friends. How about they are running down the street? This one is not an example of ser. We'll just leave it in English. They are running down the street. I am the leader right now. What follows am in this sentence? It is a noun. Is it what I am? This is considered what I am. I am the leader right now. So that would be I soy the leader right now. Now, how about this one? I like being near the house. In the previous video, we were translating being as ser. But what follows the word being here? It's not what I am. It's just where I am. So we'll just leave this one in English. I like being near the house. Next, I like being a student. In this case, what follows the being word here is a noun, and it would be what I am. So this one would be translated, I like ser a student. If you don't feel like you've mastered this yet, don't worry. We'll be working on when to use ser or not to use ser throughout this week. If you're about 80% of the way there, feel free to go ahead and move on to the quiz.